This video for Breaking Down the Ring is brought to you by Chawla Legal Group Estate Planning. Estate planning is for everyone. Whether you're worth $4,000 or $40 million, estate planning can help protect you, your family, and your assets. To register for an upcoming free workshop today, go to chawlalegal.com/workshops or call 586-273-7157. Hurry, seating is limited to 6 per workshop.
Do you feel that the club, AJ, Gallows, Anderson, are finally in a set moment to be pushed properly and done right this time? Or is it just because obviously Heyman's kind of behind it now? Or is this just set up to be failure? Because we've talked about this when it first was going down 3 weeks ago. You know, you said you wanted to give it a couple of weeks before you bought in. Are you buying in now? Are you bought in?
I am starting to buy in because, like you said,
so you're not bought in.
So no, you
either bought it or not. That's what I'm saying. Not starting, so you're not thinking about walking up to the counter and handing them your cash. Have you handed your cash yet, or are you still like, I don't know if this is a sure enough bet for me to bet on?
No, because if you're looking for a sure bet, no. Like, it's still just in an infancy phase right now.
Okay.
How is it in the infancy stage?
So yeah, Z, I'm asking you. Do you think it is now something to buy into? Are you in or are you out?
I'm in. I'm always in when they get the club together.
Okay.
As far as what they do with it, completely different story.
But you think
And
this
that's
is
where
what
I'm-
you're
that's-
into you? How you
But
feel that
this isn't in its infancy because they've already had a run. They're already an established trio. They really didn't.
But not with this type of direction behind them.
I understand. That was my next point. Like, you have Heyman, who kind of understands the Japan style and the longer working, just a better understanding of wrestling than the direction before.
Still
But
WWE.
right, but if they continue with the club and it's pushed the right direction, I mean, the sky's the limit. They'd be the next New Day. Give Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson the tag team titles, and then we got 2 stables with all the fucking gold. It's the Attitude Era again. But I will say this, more so than Gallows, I love the way that they're pushing Carl Anderson right now, because it used to be like, oh, Carl Anderson, like, he's good in the
third
ring,
wheel.
blah, blah, blah. Now it's like, oh, look at Carl Anderson with the... Have you noticed Graves put him over on how strong he is the past couple weeks? Yeah, that's
sure.
awesome. I love it, because Carl Anderson, I actually looked into him and watching some
He's
of
a
his,
Michigan guy too, by the way.
some of his singles matches, man, are out of this fucking world. So
Machine Gun is awesome.
Nick, let me ask you a question.
I wish Joe
Are
was there
you
with
in
this one.
or are you out of this?
I'm in. And I'm in because I'm looking at it from the more casual fan perspective, because I hear all this previous talk about the club and New Japan and, all that. Now I get to see it. You know what I mean? So I know that there's a lot behind it. So now I'm seeing it, and it's, I'm definitely in. I'm excited to see where it goes. And I really hope that it does take off. I really do.
First off, I understand exactly where you two are about to go with this. And yes, it's not New Japan, but Nick's point of view is
I
my
get it a
point
little
of
bit
view
more
right now. Okay? And I'm not a casual fan. I've obviously known how the club was formed. I remember the split of Finn Balor's or Prince Devitt's tag team to when Bad Luck Fale came out and he was sitting on his shoulders afterwards. I understand that. This is probably going to be, and I'm in 100% in now, that this is probably going to be the best run of this trio if it doesn't grow more from this.
who do you think they add? If they're doing like a NWO-esque push where you start out with a trio of guys and kind of just add as you go along, who do you think will be the first member they add?
I feel if they add anyone,
It won't be Finn.
No,
It should be. It should be, but it won't be.
it needs to be.
I don't think that
Actually,
would
no.
surprise me. He's
Actually-
about to take some time off. And
Actually,
for
Finn
him to
puts his
come
time
back,
off. but-
Well, and it also makes sense to make him go on the losing streak that he's been on, especially because I think he's going to lose to Wyatt at SummerSlam. But put him on a losing streak, and then the 4 of them get together, and now they can't lose. Just like...
I am saying it should be Finn, not because of anything. I understand the losing streak, and that plays into my thought process. Finn's on a losing
He's
streak.
the original.
Finn's on a losing streak because he's not concentrating on himself. He's technically the puppet master behind AJ, Gallows, and Anderson. He is telling them what to do because then you bring Finn in, and Finn is the leader of the club. It's always been Balor Club. It's always been BC, original BC. So the reason that
OGBC.
the reason that he is flailing on SmackDown Live is because of what he's helping them to do. So he's not paying much attention to himself. And that's just talk about bringing him into it. If they do bring him into it, that's a smart way to do it. I'm not losing because because I suck. I'm losing because I'm not paying attention to you because I'm trying to get these guys over. So when I walk in, I'm the fucking dude running it.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
What do you think about this? You have Balor versus Bray at SummerSlam. Obviously that's what this is coming to. Demon versus Fiend.
No, that's not gonna happen. If they're gonna have
Shut
L.
up.
Fuck you.
No, it should happen. But continue.
So Bray is the first person to beat the Demon.
100%. I agree with that.
And now Finn goes away, takes some time off, comes back as the leader of the club. But it also gets you away from the cartoonish demon gimmick that you kind of had. And also now you can build up yourself. Because it seems to me right now like Finn can't win the big one without the demon. Mm-hmm. You need to change that. Otherwise, Finn's only going to be the demon.
I think that's wonderful booking. I think Fiend going over being the first person to beat the Demon at SummerSlam this year would be spectacular. And then you're right. Nick, you were talking about it. Very much so. Finn has said he wanted to take a little bit of time off. And that's great. And then you bring Finn back, let's say, Survivor Series. Oh,
Royal Rumble.
No. Survivor Series. Who's going to be and let's say you do add a fourth person,
Go
or
back
a
to
4-on-4
4-on-4.
or a 5-on-5. Let's say
Yeah.
you do add a fourth person, and then there's a special person that comes in with the club, and it comes out to be fucking Finn Balor, who's been leading it this entire fucking time.
Shit everywhere.
Yeah. Oh,
Like the Wizard of Oz, he's the one pulling the
right.
strings.
100%. Smitty, you said you had a question for me regarding the.
I had a suggestion. Like, if it was not Finn, even though it's one of the best stables within WWE banner right now, another member who's also been a member of the Bullet Club, maybe what is Adam? They call up Adam Cole. At that point, Adam Cole was a prominent member of Bullet Club.
Wait a minute.
Honestly think they're building the club right now to take on Arrow when they come up.
I would.
AJ's been talking
And then it'd
shit.
be 4-on-3, and you add
Just
Finn.
for him.
So let me ask you a question, Smitty. You're saying that it'll never happen. Demon versus Fiend, right? That's what you said. You're saying that the top merch sales team of NXT is more likely to break up with Adam going to the club than Demon versus Fiend and Demon losing to Fiend?
I think they'll be more worried. Like, if it comes to the main roster, they'll be more worried on protecting Finn than they would about anything coming out of NXT right now.
I need you to look at it this way, though, right? So Bray hasn't wrestled in, what, a year and a half?
Almost a year.
Okay.
Not a year yet.
So he comes back, and he's got this new fucking gimmick. And his mask, by the way, looks a lot better now than it did when he first debuted it. It looked cheap and rubbery when he first debuted it. Now it looks like an actual
Detailed.
fitted mask. But what better way to give Bray the rub going into this? He hasn't wrestled, and now he's the first person to give Balor a loss when he's dressed as the demon. Like, that's all the push you need.
Yeah.
But we've seen just the way they book this company books Bray in general.
No, we saw
Booked
how.
Bray.
You're past tense. Let's see what happens going forward,
we
especially
saw-
because there's a new direction like we all keep talking about.
I think people are going to love this new Fiend character. By the way, that mask design, I believe the same guy that designed a lot of Slipknot masks.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
No, he's the guy that did it.
And,
He's the guy that did it.
It's fucking fantastic. I think WWE, to go back to the club, when was the last time there was a really dominant stable, faction, whatever the fuck you want to
3MB.
call them? I mean, really.
New Day.
So
I mean, yeah, New Day would be the
New Day, but like a heel stable that just fucking owned it.
New Day.
No.
era.
When they were heel?
No.
Yeah.
Dude, New Day hasn't owned shit until now.
No, when New Day when they first started that legendary title reign, they started as heels. They had a face turn midway through.
As what? Tag team champions?
Yeah.
Oh, where was the third title? They haven't owned shit.
But they weren't.
They own shit now.
Like, they weren't main eventing shit.
Right.
And,
top heel faction. You got to go back to like Evolution or
Evolution is about the
And
best
there
one.
you go.
I think
And that's what I'm
the
talking
club
about.
would be great right now. It'd be awesome timing.
Yeah, there hasn't been a
They've
faction
tried
that's done anything
it.
in NXT.
Well, they've tried it multiple times with different people, like the League of Nations, and just recently with McIntyre, Lashley, and Elias. But
Corey,
you didn't do anything with it,
Right.
So
Yeah, that would be it. The last time a heel faction ran shit.
Legacy.
Sorry,
it
last time
would be Legacy.
Legacy,
last
actually.
time-
Yeah, because that came after
Yeah,
Evolution.
because Orton was WWE champion while Cody and DiBiase were tag champs.
Yeah, exactly. That's it, man. That's right there. And I feel that the club could built properly. I mean, it already has a huge fucking following. Like, I'm honestly surprised they didn't walk out on Raw with brand new shirts. Mm-hmm. Like, you kidding me? You fucking give me a new shirt?
You're heel though, so you don't.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't fucking
I
Bullet
know.
Club
Well,
was heel.
I get
Bullet
it.
Club itself was heel.
But they're probably in the works
Until
of making
Kenny
up
took
the new
over.
logo. They're probably in the works of making up the new logo.
fine by me. You give me a new fucking shirt for the club, I'd purchase that bitch.
Buy one, get one for $1.
What if it's just that gas mask that AJ has on his tights?
Or that they've used for...
Yeah, well, the
what
one,
he used in his Japan
You know what?
tours.
They did come out with new shirts. Now that you're talking about it,
Yeah, it says Gallows, Anderson,
Uh-huh.
and Styles on the back.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's
The old
that's
one,
not
isn't it?
available on WWE Shop.
okay,
That,
but
that
it
shirt
was new. Like
available-
I've never seen that shirt before.
It was available in Japan. That's where they got it. They
Okay.
put it in Japan.
Yeah, it was all for the Japanese tour.
okay.
Yeah, and that's what I'm referring to. Is if you give me something for the United States market that I can purchase myself, it's very possible I'm going to go purchase that.
All right, real quick though, spitballing. If Finn's the fourth, Shinsuke's the fifth.
No.
Nope, because Shinsuke was one of the people that was always against the Bullet Club, no matter what.
But if we're rewhite. I can't fucking say it.
Why are you stuck? Like, okay, you know how we make comments about how JR and we're weird about Paul Heyman and Eric Bischoff being stuck in the old guard to make anything good? You're stuck in the old guard. You refuse to adapt. Therefore, you're going to perish because you don't understand evolution.
So for me, it's not really about adapting. This is something new to a new audience.
Correct. So they can put anybody in there. So why not Shinsuke?
Fucking Elias.
Like you're talking. Well, in Japan, Shinsuke was against it. Like no, but in America, where nobody really knows him right now, he's for it.
I just imagine.
He said Elias in a
Just
Bullet
imagine
Club.
Elias behind Styles, Gallows, and Anderson
Playing
playing
the
the theme song on his fucking electric guitar. Hello, I'm Elias. And this is the club.